The enzyme-substrate complex is when an enzyme provides a site where a substrate can attach itself and demonstrate a catalyzed reaction. When the substrate enters the active site of an enzyme with the perfect charge, the enzyme changes its shape slightly as the substrate binds. The products of the reaction then leave the active site of the enzyme. During allosteric regulation, the enzyme has a closed active site. An allosteric regulator then binds with the enzyme in order to open the active site for the substrate. The substrate is, once again, able to bind with the enzyme for a catalyzed reaction. After the substrate has bound with the enzyme's active site, one of the products remains within the active site, like an inhibitor. This happens in order to end any further production of the enzyme. When the denaturing of the enzyme occurs, the enzyme essentially changes its own shape without any inhibitors or allosteric regulators. This prevents any substrates from further binding with the enzyme. During a non-competitive inhibition, there are two sites. Besides the active site, there is another for an outside inhibitor. A regulatory inhibitor binds with this regulatory site. This activity then changes the form of the active site, which prevents the substrate from binding with the active site altogether. Therefore, the catalyzed reaction is blocked. Competitive inhibition, when an inhibitor binds with the active site of an enzyme molecule. This inhibitor mimics the substrate in order to compete with it for the active site. As a result of the substrate molecule that was on its way to the active site, no catalyzed reaction will occur in this case.